Вітаю тебе з поверненням, це Avowed. Я думаю, ми завершуємо його проходження, але побачимо. Let's go, Маріус. Так от, що я хотів сказати. Зараз ми так, типу, відіграємо. Йой, сападал. Він не піде за нами. У мене нема цілі, до речі. Я так розумію, мені сюди, але я сюди не зайду, поки їх всіх не переб'ю, тому... Щось мені здається, це не підходяща книжечка. Там ще один, до речі. Яка страшна ця фігня. Ненавиджу павуків.
What a massacre.
Нам сюди? Нам не сюди взагалі, а куди нам?
Isn't that Tama's cabin? Oh dear.
This room, it looks just like Tama's.
Здорово, Кай.
No time to waste. We need to find your god.
Tama. No.
Всі переживають свої
Ні.
проблеми. А ці
I
вдвох
dealt
не
with
будуть
this.
переживати, бо
We stood at his memorial together.
я їх забрав з
What is
собою.
this, envoy? This is your god's prison, not mine. It feels like I'm standing on a storm-tossed deck. I can't focus on his face. His features keep blurring, changing. As long as we're both seeing the floating islands and the ghostly tree, I can't blame this on drugs. To be honest, that would be easier. I know it's him, but I don't recognize him as the Tama I knew. It's like he keeps changing in front of me. Does that make sense? No. I've spent too long looking away. I used to remember his face so clearly from that night. His rigid jaw, the way his eyes crinkled at the corners. He was in pain, but trying to hide it. I see everything. All his moments at once. Joy, sadness, anger, heartbreak, stomachache. Everything from the handful of years that I knew him and the decades before we'd met. He's almost a stranger. I'm not. All this time I kept him frozen in his worst moment. When he was suffering and when I failed him. But now that I see him as more, it's like he's free of that. You're right. I am. It's like you said. I'm not letting my regret define me. I won't make that mistake again. Me too. I never thought I'd meet someone I respect the way I respected Tama. But you've made some tough calls, and you've kept your head and your heart in the right place. So whatever comes next, I'm with you until the end. Now let's go find this god of yours and end the dream scourge. When we reach them, what do you think we'll find? A victim? A villain? I suspect you're right. Let's end this. I'll follow your lead, as always.
У мене немає цього маркера, куди йти, тому я просто йду. Що? Одна книжечка. Ну ясно. Нема дурних битися з ним насправді. Я можу зараз відвідати паті кемп.
What is happening?
Я звідки знаю.
As the affliction faster even here? It threatens our heart. We cannot fight this invasion alone. See clearly. We must. We must.
Я в табір. Ха.
Don't see a better way down. You first.
Три. Серйозно, три.
I'll be right. Right behind you.
Одно не вистачає. Ну ясно. Розбираємо.
Majesty, how are you feeling?
I'm alright. Good to see an old friend, you know?
And saying goodbye, that's the hard part.
Та ви знаєте, з ким я піду. Трошки апгрейднулись. Я думаю, що це така локація? Це звичайна локація, просто фінальна. Давай пастку спробуємо робити. Цікава штука. Чуваки, я з вами не файтюсь. Вони там самі себе хиляють. мене є перечуття, що це ніколи не закінчиться. Два ведмедя мають цей. Це великодка на Fallout New Vegas, до речі. Паркуримо до Сападала. У мене таке відчуття, що це все і є Сападал. Ця територія. З того, що ми бачили, він здоровенний.
Another soul for the wheel.
I was worried for a second.
Було таке. Це прикол.
a little spark.
Дякую.
I'll never understand the Akkadian love for death traps.
Charge it up.
Just a little spark.
Little power goes a long way.
Все, я все вимкну. Ух ти, наїжджають. Де ти є, Сападал?
We survived. Somehow. If you don't mind, I need to catch my breath.
Давай. Сет Каті... Каті. Паті Кемп. Давай. Здоров.
There's always a weird sort of quiet on the eve of battle. I'm feeling that now. Seems like a good time to gather our thoughts and share a drink before whatever's coming.
Right. This seems like a perfect place to stop and relax.
Though it's hard enough to tell what's real here without a belly full of drink.
Sounds like you're nervous, dearie.
I'm feeling all kinds of ways. Anxious, excited, scared, hungry.
I feel it as well. It is only mortal to feel overwhelmed in the presence of the immortal.
Let's take this in for just a moment. Against all odds, we've survived the living lands, crossed an acid sea, and reached the prison of a god. When we first met, I didn't think you'd last long. But then I saw how you handled that dream thrall there. Shook off your own death like a bad cold. And then you found your own killer and turned him in. It's rare to choose justice over vengeance, especially in the living lands.
Звідки це взялось?
But you
Припиніть.
stood by your principles. I think that's where you get your strength.
I didn't know much about you at that point. You were traveling with Kai and you died, which I thought made a lot of sense.
I remember your calm, how you listened to my shouting match with the governor and actually heard me. And when they burned my home, you gave me another one. A sanctuary where I could be myself. I'll never forget that.
You were my hero right away. You rescued me from those sporlings. You got my priceless face. What more could a girl ask for?
And now look at you. Look at us. How far we've come in a short time.
Oh, did your heart just grow a little?
Not to raise the sails before the anchor, but we left trouble in our wake. Fjord, Thirdborn, Solace. If we make it out of here, it won't be to a living lands suddenly at peace.
Just this once, could we forget about the rest of the living lands? Some of us could use a break.
If we can't take a moment to ourselves on a floating island outside reality, then I don't know where we can.
Right. We could all use some beauty rest. We'll want to look our best on the battlefield, won't we? Sleep well, my friends.
Файналі в мене є всі для прокачки цієї чарівної палички. Але більше нема.
Hey, sorry. Sorry about your parents, you know.
That's very good. Kind. Sometimes grief clings to you like a shadow. And sometimes you wonder where it went.
Так, відпочили, час іти. Западал причепиться.
A breath held. Trepidation. You are close, yet distant still.
Я пішов спать. Причепилась. Я відпочиваю. Не тренди. Остання прокачка, напевно.
Safe to assume that the large glowing doors are... I think we've found Sapadal's home.
That's
Нашли.
it. The heart of the garden. Sapadal's cage.
То що, ми його випускаємо? Скільки коштує цю пастку поставити? Недорого. Ясно. Не уникнути бою з вами.
We've got company.
А ну ні. No, you can't stop me. Я просто втічу. І що? У мене нема запчастини, доведеться битись. Ось мені підказує, що запчастина в цього чувака. Добила? Хорош. Окей.
Careful with that thing.
Seems like we've drawn a crowd.
Я просто пробігав.
Look out! Watch the left! Upward, watch your left!
Ще одна.
On the left!
Come on! Enemy to the right!
On your left, dear!
Та вони зговорились. Колонь. А хто другого вбив? Ага, питань нема. А ми випускаємо його. Типу, хочемо не хочемо, а випускаємо.
At last you see our prison, the place where we have suffered. You are so small, we questioned if you were real. Then steps, a voice, through armies and corrupted soil, you persevered. Now, you are here. The rot. We feel it festering and spreading. What is it but an extension of our pain? Your dream scourge will end when our suffering does. We were innocent once. We woke, and we wanted nothing but connection. But the other gods imprisoned us, left us to suffer alone in this place. We refuse to remain caged. Release us. The strangler is close now. We feel her wire against our flesh. She begs for our blood. Her wolves defile the city on the shore. We blink, days pass. Talons carve a sentence in our skin. She strikes us now. Now! Pluck her out! We must be free of her! A spark. Wait. The essence bends here. Time flows into itself. You can reach her. Will the garden to open, it will take you there. You will not. Center your thoughts. The path will bend to your intent. We were everything. What have we lost? What multitudes could we contain? We could run, leap in the water, flourish in forgotten hills. We have been thinking of your lessons. We have learned from the fire in your heart. We are owed for what they did. Let us rend our foes, burn them as she burned us.
Пали їх всіх.
Like you showed us? Your words and actions do not meet in the heart. You met death and imposed the law of mortals.
Хай буде так.
Nothing in this universe is fair. You taught us this. We seek to change this, make this land better. Let us have our justice, our vengeance.
Ну хай буде.
The blood of our tormentors, warm in our throats. We deserve a taste, just as the bear did. The time has come for you to act. End our pain, and the dream scourge will cease. Let us free. We will rain fury on our enemies and shield our lands once more.
Давай. Іди гуляй.
At last. Focus. Let your essence bend our cage. Let the bars snap. They built their walls around us, felled our trees, took our breath. No more, no more. Hold fast. We are almost through. We grow. We fly. We will never be a prisoner again. And now, they will know our wrath.
Feel the wrath of Shao Kahn, так? Западал з Ф'юрі. Ого. Всім дупа. Я знищив світ. Так, нам хтось портал обіцяв відкрити. Де? А, ось все.
Andra's depths.
It's paradise.
Are we back in Dawnshore? Already?
This is Sapadal's doing. I'm certain of it. No power in Aora could transport us so quickly, or so far.
Looks like the war already started. And the giant roots are winning.
Marius, vines don't usually get that big this quickly, do they?
Based on their growth and size, I'd say we've been gone 2 or 3 weeks.
For once, I wish I wasn't. Who knows if the garden affected time, or merely our perception of time? Assuming there's even a difference.
It's like how a body fights an infection. The fever gives you strange dreams that feel like an eternity.
Look at this place. It feels like we're still in the dream. And not just us. Those are more your people's ships in the harbor, and steel garrote banners past the barricades. That can't be good.
Even Reingrim is here. Perhaps we'll get to see an archmage in action.
I think I see Elia as well. What a strange reunion this will be.
The Blessed Day Wardens are here too. That conflict we've been trying so hard to prevent started without us. Nah, don't be so hard on yourself. The Steel Garrote have been itching for a fight this whole time. This would have happened with or without us.
Before we go, what happened back there with the Dream Scourge and Sapadal?
I'm not sure. That's good, right?
It's a relief that the Dream Scourge won't be a problem. I only hope we can say the same about Sapadal. Time will tell, I suppose.
After all this time, they're free. And the living land is free to heal.
We've cured the land, and we've even freed a caged god. All in all, rather a successful day.
Then we had better keep Sapadal calm, starting with a ceasefire.
They march on still. We run, but we are not yet truly free.
Ну, ти що?
We should take a look. See if we can get ahead of whatever storm is brewing down there.
People seem to be gathering west of here. Whatever's happening, let's be a part of it.
Ще не кінець, прикинь.
Sansa, how did you make it out here?
They marched in with no one.
Здорово.
Envoy, what does the girl... What's the point of exploring if you just want to plant your flag everywhere? I took mine. They did.
Right
Давай
now?
торгувати, задовбав.
How?
You always were a forgiving friend.
We should move. Let's hope the Garrote hasn't made it to the
Не
Battle
можна
Rock yet.
торгувати.
Envoy, wait! Before you go, I may have something for you. I took some supplies.
Давай, давай, давай. О, є, нарешті. Не вистачає грошей. Холєра. Окей.
Snow? Why is there snow here? A familiar face.
That's gotta be Ringrim's work.
Нема тут цієї?
I heard she...
But why snow?
Окей, давай потрендимо. З архімагинією. Здоров.
We meet again, Envoy.
Угу.
And you, Yardsley. You're always a prodigious and welcome sight.
Oh, yes. Always a pleasure to see you, too.
Paradise burns. Thanks to Ludwine and the steel garrote laying
А як вона? А,
siege
вона
to it.
невмируща.
But the dream scourge is gone.
She must have come back to life. Again. I suppose we couldn't be lucky enough for her to stay dead.
It's remarkable how hard you mortals fight for causes that'll be forgotten within centuries. Still, I do think the world has been irrevocably, if minimally, changed by your actions. Perhaps a new god being set loose on the world is certain to have consequences. Mostly, I'm curious about whether you think you've made the right choice. Ah, that mortal zeal. Always so fun. We will see if you're correct. I am interested in seeing the outcome of your story, Envoy. With luck, it won't end with you also on fire. Unfortunately, you'll likely be dead the next time I return to the Living Lands. Goodbye, Envoy. And Yardsley, I do look forward to when all of this is done. I am eager to work with you.
Oh, yes. We'll, discuss that later.
Яцлі виживе, а я не виживу. Отак, значить. Добре. Я запам'ятаю.
The envoy. Is that you?
А он кемп. Я на секундочку. Так, а ну не вигадуй. А, не вистачає, ну. Ну, хоч щось.
Do you have a moment, Marius?
Right. I guess I do.
Do you ever wonder how we invented bread?
What?
I just wonder who looked at ye.
Плей добивати. Завжди повертається до життя. Жіночка.
Envoy?
Вже моє завдання виконане, я можу лівати звідси.
Mihala told us he went into some place called the Garden to seek a god?
When you didn't return, we took you for dead.
What did you see there? The god you felt in Nakutadek?
The origin of the Dream Scourge? It was the act of a god this whole time?
Everyone, please, please. We could get to the bottom of this if you would only let them speak.
It's been weeks, Envoy. What happened? Finally, a ray of sunlight shines through the storm cloud.
I will not grovel at the envoy's feet for solving a plague I am not convinced was real.
If you wardens ever bothered to pull your heads out of your asses, you wouldn't take such pride in your ignorance.
You know nothing of me or my people, you fucking pirate!
Warden Commander, look around you. Is this really the time?
We believe the Dream Scourge was a malady of the soul. How did you put an end to it, Envoy?
Sapadal was responsible for the Dream Scourge. Their rage, their confusion, their fear.
But the plague isn't over. Dream Thralls still litter Shatterscarp.
There won't be any new infections. We've put a stop to that for good. Unfortunately, there's little we can do for those already in the grip of the Dream Scourge. We can give them comfort, nothing more. This will be a process. The Dream Scourge was never going to simply go away overnight.
I suppose it stands to reason. I found that a quick fix is often anything but. What of this god, then? What does it mean that you freed them? Ludwig had intimated that this land grew a new god. But how can that be?
Giata and I have some theories about the nature of the Adra in the Living Lands.
I'd say we're past the point of theorizing.
If the Adra here is a closed system, like a terrarium for our souls, then a gradual accumulation of essence could coalesce into a being in the beyond.
Much like the formation of gemstones. All it takes is time and the right application of pressure.
Wodka no doubt saw Sapadal as a threat to her authority. So, she killed the godless and imprisoned their god.
I assume it is this god we have to thank for the roots tearing apart Paradise? They erupted from the earth the moment those bastards stood up their first siege tower.
Nakutadek was riven with those things, not to mention what they did to the land.
We saw similar destruction at Nakukubel. If these roots and the Dream Scourge are the work of a god, and the gods thought it best to imprison this god, how could you let such a creature go free?
Let's hope they don't decide to further amend themselves by coming for our heads.
It was Adir's arrival that disturbed Sapadal. We'll have nothing to fear from this god once we expel you from our lands.
Sapadal's power ravaged my people. I don't know that I can ever trust it.
Keeping watch over Sapadal was a sacred task Nandru gave us when he left. For that reason alone, my wardens owe them their allegiance.
Well, whatever happens, I suppose we can't put the godling back in the bottle now.
But come, we have more pressing matters to attend to. The Steel Garrote have attacked Paradise. Inquisitor Ludwig has already joined the battle. She must have traveled like the wind to get here so fast.
You did. I kicked her corpse when you weren't looking. Just to be sure.
Well, she's seen better days, but you wouldn't know it judging by how she fights.
Ludwine's plowed through the militia like a knife through warm butter.
All right, let's keep the similes to ourselves.
Oh, cheer up. You wouldn't be the first to make that mistake. Might not be the last either, depending on how things go. So long as her passion for Wodica lives, so too will her spirit.
Then we destroy her faith, and the rest of her will follow. I have a theory about this. Let's talk at camp if you want to hear it. But I think we can kill her.
Oh, good. That will be easy.
It is not, I think, impossible. You can't be serious. You'd stand with the steel garrote.
No. Don't tell me you're bending the knee to the ones who burned my city.
Don't do this. I followed you to the ends of this world. We all did.
Я щось не те
But I won't
натиснув.
follow you here.
Почали розлитись.
No. If you do this, you better say goodbye, Envoy. I won't help you sell out my home to that Korba.
I thought you were smarter than this, Envoy.
The wardens would sooner die than needle.
The living land.
How many?
No. Excellent. Ludwig, what will... Before you... But what... Oh, Envoy, no. Do not suggest that think of the Emperor. There would be... One switch this... Not unless... It would be difficult. Think of...
Though I'm hardly eager to work with any of you.
Задовбали.
Nice, but
With the Envoy's support, we'd have a god in our pocket. What could the
Ага,
Emperor
God in your pocket, каже.
Together, we could
Приколіст.
repair Fjord and create such miracles of animancy the living lands will become the envy of the world. It would be the honor of my life to stand with my people beside you all.
We deserve our autonomy, even if we must fight for it. Anything less would be surrender.
Fleeing someone else's laws and authority is
Налякав
one
їх всіх, а
thing.
потім
Setting up
ні,
your
я
own
передумав.
is another. We're an island of misfits and dissidents. We'll still have to surrender some of our autonomy, and we won't agree on what that means overnight. We'll be vulnerable. Without allies, other powers will see us as ripe for the picking. Know that this is a hard road to walk.
We were fine before Adir came. We'll be fine when they're gone.
I think we ran things perfectly fine before your kin got here.
Risk into bounty. Does the winter frost dissuade the seeds?
Вже й загадками трендить.
Many fruits on our boughs. Resist the blight. Drive out the pest.
Of course. Well, don't leave me in suspense. Oh, gods have mercy.
Solus and her wardens stand vigil with the living lands.
by grit and steel, Thirdborn stands with the living lands.
Fjord and her animals are
Все,
stand
задоволені
with the
всі
living-
We
популісти.
deserve this
Fight.
On that you...
The living lands will never be free until we break the chain around our necks.
She better say her goodbyes while she...
I'm proud to fight at your side, Envoy.
Let's get to work then.
The Paradise militia will be at your back. Give her no quarter. The
Дякую,
future
дуже
waits.
дякую.
We
Understood.
may
Let's
Let's go.
Let's go! Година 13. Я думаю, найкращий час, щоб закінчити серію, бо я пердолю. Щось вона дуже велика вийшла. Подякував, що дивились. Побачимось в інших місцях інтернетів. Цьомки-бомки. Бувайте. Я думав кінець, а воно не кінець. Кінець буде в наступній серії. Сорі, що всіх поперебивав, задовбав.